Relentless rain may finally be coming to an end later today in the Northeast, but the flooding up and down the coast could be the worst in decades. Rhode Island is expected to be hardest hit, and President Obama has already issued an emergency declaration for that state. CBS News correspondent Whit Johnston is in Cranston, Rhode Island with the latest. Good morning, Whit.
Maggie, good morning. Believe it or not, there is a bridge behind me, but it's completely submerged in the Pawtuxet River. This river usually hits flood stage at 9 feet. It's now more than double that. With rivers on the rise, residents are on guard.
It's a disaster.
You can never be ready for it. I mean, you never know how much rain's going to come.
In a rush to save their homes and property, people in Cranston, Rhode Island lined up for sandbags. What's the demand been like? Have you been able to keep up?
It's been nonstop. We've been here since 7 o'clock yesterday morning, and we haven't stopped.
And they've been here before. In the big nor'easter 2 weeks ago, the Pawtuxet River broke a record, rising to almost 15 feet. Yesterday, it reached 17 feet. Officials now predict it will top off at 19 to 20 feet by this afternoon, a full 10 feet above flood stage. Stories are the same up and down the East Coast. In Connecticut, almost 6 inches of rain triggered whirlpools, and a suburban Boston road buckled after 7 inches caused a manhole explosion.
Almost sounded like dynamite blowing up.
The rainfall totals are just as impressive. Providence broke its record for rainiest month ever with 15 inches. Boston beat its 57-year high with 13.
My message, first of all, to the public out there is, frankly, from a flooding standpoint, the worst is still ahead of us.
And it's not lost on anyone how signs of the economic times are also reflected in the floodwaters.
I have a for sale sign out in the front yard. I'm trying. Would you want to buy this?
It's a mess. The house is already underwater financially, and now it's literally underwater.
Across the state of Rhode Island, hundreds of people have been evacuated. Dozens of roads have been closed, including a portion of Interstate 95. The flooding is likely to cause problems for days to come. Maggie?
Whit Johnson in Cranston, Rhode Island. Thanks, Whit.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.